Hey guys, this is you Steve from Barcelona Me. We're going to be speaking to Isabelle from bar, hotel, restaurant Tiburon, quite an iconic place here in Castelldefels. Castelldefels itself is a beach town just outside of Barcelona, quite a windy city at times, so all surfers welcome, kite surfers especially. And so it's been quite a quiet year this last year for tourism industry. I myself come from building a project providing tourism services, and I was hoping to go through conversations like this, like with Isabelle, in order to learn something and share something more personal with you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Cheers. So Isabelle, thank you.
You're
First of
welcome.
all, honestly, first one in over a year. It's been very quiet.
With a friend?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to start
Yeah.
with because it's much easier.
Yeah.
I think the easiest way to start this is to talk a little bit about. Well, I mean, give me the history. Give me the lowdown
Well,
on
we'll
this.
start with the history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This place
Well,
is
this-
iconic place here.
This, I am here really because my aunt.
I thought it was your parents. No, this is your aunt.
the
Oh, okay.
beginner.
Okay.
The one who came first here to Castelldefels was my aunt.
Okay.
And she was a very good businesswoman, really.
Yeah.
Barcelona, she had a lot of things, and she decided she loved this
This
little
beach?
Yeah.
Ah.
She really liked this beach. So they had first a little house here
Yeah.
for the weekends and summer, and after she said, well, I'm gonna build something here. And she built flats, like apartments.
First apartments.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just
nothing
in-
to do with hotel.
Just in,
or whatever.
just
Okay.
in the front. The
Yeah.
ones in the front,
Yeah.
she built them. So around the early 50 probably. And well, after that was a lot of tourists. They were coming from the north of Europe to those flats, and they built the bar in the.
Yeah, you had a lot of Swedes here, no?
Huh?
You had a lot of Swedes here.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And Dutch and
Looking for the sun
Germans.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, of course. Obviously.
Yeah. And then they made the bar restaurant,
Yeah.
and then my fathers came for run it up.
So where's your family originally from then?
Well, my father from Soria is in the Castilla la Vieja,
Uh-huh.
the middle of the.
Yeah. So
Country?
land country, like
Yeah.
no sea. Like
Oh, yeah. My mother is from Albacete, also La Mancha,
Okay.
also. And well, they started here, and then at the beginnings of the 60s, more or less, my father started to build this.
Like the construct,
Yeah.
like actually from the ground.
Yeah,
So this
from the
wasn't
ground.
a
Yeah,
place built
yeah, no,
like
it was nothing.
Okay.
Sand and pines.
Yeah.
And well, they finished around the 1964, and we started.
Wow. So this place was probably one of the first ones on the beach here, no?
Well, there were some of them. It was Baño San Jordi, but it's not. It's finished now. And Hotel Fels also
Yeah.
was from the first ones.
So this one, Playa Fels.
Yes,
And
Baño
what
San
other one?
Jordi,
Uh-huh.
maybe Hotel Carlets, probably. I'm not really sure.
around that
There were
time.
little places all around, but very few of them all around the coast.
Okay.
But from those, at this moment, maybe we are with Hotel Playfels, we and two more left from
Okay.
that time.
And what was it like to do business at that time? Because this was like post-war.
Well, it was like summer crazy, Easter
Yeah.
crazy, weekends, and well, during the winter was really sad
Really
here.
quiet.
Very quiet.
Well, it's still kind of quiet here in the winter, to be honest.
Hmm?
It's still kind of quiet here in the winter.
No,
I
no,
mean.
but more. Like no one.
No one. I was gonna say, 'cause in the
Dogs,
winter-
dogs and cats.
Really?
Nothing else. No, during the week was really hard. Well, but anyway, they always were neighbors coming in. There was some
And then you had this, you had Barcelona around the corner. I mean,
Yeah,
people,
really.
people, you know, you do have some nice days in the winter.
Yeah,
when you
and
come in
they
see
run
this-
out
yeah,
of the
they wanna
city,
go and see the
yeah, and
sea
they come to the
and spend the
beach
day.
to visit. Yeah.
And you, when did you start here?
Always.
So your aunt brought you
When
here to
it's
help.
a family business, you always work in the family
Yeah,
business.
exactly.
From signs you can walk and take something in your hands,
Yeah,
you start working.
yeah. So what was your first memory of
Oh,
starting to work here? Was it summers? You were helping?
peeling potatoes.
That's great. How glorious, no? Glamorous.
Yeah, really. As we were really small, my mother, come on, sit there, peel potatoes. If you want to go to the beach or the swimming pool. Yes, mom.
Yeah, okay.
When you finish, you can go.
Ah,
It was started that
it
way.
was like that.
Hmm.
And then slowly, you got more involved and more involved in
Yeah.
the business, and then
You have to take care of more
Yeah.
things.
and then your sisters were working here too, no?
Yeah, my oldest, she works with me. My brother-in-law, he did also work here.
Yeah.
When my father died in like 25 years ago, more or less. My mother, she just
She
leave
stopped.
it. Yeah, she
Yeah.
stopped working also quite years ago. And we ran these the last years, my brother-in-law, my sister, my oldest, me, and youngest sister comes sometimes. Yeah.
So I mean, for a hotel that's been in your hands from like peeling potatoes, and now last year, COVID hits. You're like, holy cow.
Yeah. It has been really hard this last year.
Yeah.
because It's like you get crazy. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
You know, it's like pandemic.
And it's the first time, I don't know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it seems like it's the first time that you might have, I mean, did you have a moment like that? That you might
Never
think-
ever.
No,
Well,
but I mean,
we
in
had
the last year,
politics.
you're like, whoa, I might actually lose this place. Did you have a moment like that in the last year where you had to feel like, I don't know if I'm going to make it, and this is like my
Yeah, it's the
business, my family business
yeah,
that we've had in our hands for years, and
it's
I
gonna
don't know.
finish this story
Yeah.
now. It's gonna be the end of this business, family
Yeah, exactly.
business.
Like,
It's
that's
gonna
what I
be
mean, did you have
this the
these kinds of-
moment we
Yeah.
stop with this, and it's really quite hard to take it over, no?
Yeah.
Like you switch on the TV, that bad news all around,
Yeah.
all the world is
People are afraid, people come in.
and you have your stuff here.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
People
to-
depending on your jobs and everything.
Families, they depend on us. And also you have to afford payments, no? Like government payments.
Yeah.
That you say, how can I pay this if I'm not working?
Exactly.
No?
Yeah, you're not allowed
And
to work.
you get really stressed, really.
And so how has this worked? Like, walk me through this. I mean, you guys, obviously everybody was closed in March.
Yeah.
Right? They were all closed. Okay, so we're thinking, okay, 40 days, 40 días. You know, we can just buckle up and try to get through it, you know? But then we start slowly opening up.
Yeah.
And then how did it happen for you guys? Were you able to, because I don't actually remember, you had certain hours at the beginning and then they kept changing those hours?
Well, I don't remember really now exactly how it wasn't.
So
How it
crazy.
wasn't, because we have been changing, and now you open, now you don't open, and now
Yeah.
you open 2 hours in the morning and 3 after, and it has been all the time that way, you know. So I believe that we open at the beginning like till 6 o'clock in the afternoon, like from the morning till 6 o'clock.
6.
After.
And were people coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were-
Well, I had friends of mine. They
Yeah.
were in the street, in
Waiting.
queue, from 7 in the morning. We opened the door. That
So
was
desperate to make
fabulous.
Yeah,
because
support
really,
too, you know,
yeah,
obviously.
we were crying
Yeah.
in that moment, really, because you miss your well, when you have been living in a bar, like
Yeah.
all my family, we have been living here. It's our second house.
Yeah.
you have you need this kind of relation.
This is your energy. You have a relationship with
the
this place.
people, friends. Well, it's like a little family. We've got a little family here, so we were crying. So something inside you was like, and they were sitting from 8 in the morning till we closed in that table. Some of the friends, you know, and was like saying, they were chatting me and asking me when you are open, when you are open again. And I don't know. It was really hard.
And so that's the one thing that I'm just speaking to, and I think maybe we have even talked about it before. The government hasn't really been very informative in terms of okay, so
it's like
now in 2 months, this is what you're going to be able to do, plan for it.
No.
Right.
And now they change a little bit. I think you have 3 or 4 days, they say you what's going to happen. But in the beginning, it was the day before.
The day before, no?
So
tomorrow
if you have,
tomorrow you open,
you have
or
all
change
your
of
fridges with food, with things, you have to throw them. Because some things you can keep them.
Yeah.
But then others, no. So we are losing so much money. Don't make us lose more.
Even more, exactly.
Even more, no? It was like a little bit crazy that.
And so have you found that, because do you, most of your customers are from around here or from Barcelona as well?
We do have from here and Barcelona.
Okay, so at least.
Weekends we have. Maybe the 70% is from out of Castelldefels.
Yeah, because they will come to the beach.
Or they have, they have apartments here, just for weekends.
Yeah.
But yes.
And the hotel? Have you been able to open the hotel?
Yeah, we did open, but it's like, who is living there? No one. Well, very few people really. The summer was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't remember any summer as that summer, because in August, July, we did have rooms free. That's incredible for us. And
this is the season.
It keeps running that way. The winter has been awful.
Yeah.
With few customers for the hotel, and in this moment, I think we have 2 rooms
that are booked.
Yeah.
Just people passing through or spending the weekend here or just taking a little. Yeah, this has been a crazy, very quiet time in terms of the tourism industry. So, what do the people say? Like, people talk at the bars. How do they feel about the?
Well, there's so many kind of
you get from them,
feelings. There's people that's really scared about this thing.
Yeah.
You know, really scared, and they panic because they want to pass the moment and don't get contaminated and not ill and sick and.
But they still come for a coffee.
Yeah.
Tell you that they're scared.
They come for coffee. There are others that they really take care, but they do more or less the normal life, and they go out, they do sports, more or less as before. But
they try to continue what is allowed. They try to continue.
And there's people that they don't get out from home at all. I know people that they just close the door of their houses.
Yeah, this is going to cause some major psychosis.
They're still there.
And a lot of people, it's going to be harder to get out.
1 year later. It's incredible, but it's true.
Yeah.
And well, there's people that they do normal life and they take a lot of care. That's really good.
Yeah.
And others that they
what are we going to do? And in the future, what do you guys, what do you think where is this leading now? What do your compañeros say, of the industry? Sharing some thoughts.
Well,
how are other people dealing with this?
It's going to change everything so much, I think, after that, because this is affecting to so many different employments.
Yeah, exactly, because this is the thing. This is the circle of life.
Yeah.
All of this,
it's
right?
not only. It's only
you
one
have
way.
A bar, hotel, restaurant, but then there's people who work for you, and then you have your service providers and people who bring you food, and it's like this whole chain of events that is broken.
It's a chain.
Yeah.
And well.
Do you know of some people around here that just simply will not open?
Yeah, I know. Well, not here really. In Barcelona, I know so many.
Yeah, I actually heard
so many. And 4 or 5, there are places that I used to go. And it's really sad because they're old places. They have been working so good for years and years with good service.
Yeah.
And they close.
They just couldn't take it. No?
They cannot take it.
So
because it's impossible to take it. Look, if you don't earn nothing at all, well, or 30% of what you earn, you can afford.
I know, just putting on the lights already, you're putting on a cost. Opening the door already means
you need a lot of money in your pocket.
I remember this moment when I came here and we talked, and you said, "Look, like I'm open today, just for coffees. Like I just open only selling coffees to go." Because people couldn't. There was a time where people couldn't come in and sit down, so just to go coffees.
But I was losing money, but it's like emotional.
Right.
You
so
know,
I was going to ask you
the emotional part for your people, your customers. You are here.
Yeah. You open.
And we open just for takeaway. We're here. We can chat.
It's a part of the community.
Yeah,
too.
it's a part of the community, really. So.
Yeah. I know. This has been a very, very crazy year. Looking back now, we've been dealing with this for a year. What do you think should have been done differently?
The system.
Everything, right?
Everything. I don't know. It's really complicated because, who was gonna say that something like that was gonna happen?
Yeah.
No one.
I know, but don't you think that there should have been a bit more of a balance between trying to save small businesses and?
Well, that's
right.
In
like,
Spain.
I don't know.
We have been talking about this with a lot of people, that Spain is a country with a lot of small companies.
Yeah, and restaurants. This place lives outside. People love to tomar algo, like to take the sun, to sit and have a coffee.
I think they have not really take a lot of care about that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who works for this sector.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots.
And so how were the ERTEs? What was your experience with that? Was it,
well,
did
we
it
had
work
to,
or?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
For us, the staff of here.
The staff received their...
They did, well.
I've heard some horror stories, like some people that never...
No, they did. Sometimes a little longer, but they did quite well, by the way.
Okay, so at least that's good. And with the sickness, did you have any?
No. I'm just so happy.
Like
we take a lot of care here with products. We have the hands powerful. We try to keep it really clean.
You know what you do have in this place that I think it's a huge advantage. One of the most important things they say is ventilation.
Yeah.
And it's always windy here.
Yeah.
You always have these doors open, right?
Yeah.
So, and most of your place is actually outside anyway. And so that's really good. I think people who have places that are small and inside and closed, it's a little bit harder to control it, no? And that's what I actually said that from the beginning. España lives outside. Just open the terraces. If you have to close the inside, but open people's terraces, allow them to go on the street and put the tables out, and let these businesses help them out for a little bit, even if it's just a permit for a year or whatever. But just
because if you are in
simple things that can be done,
I'm not talking about a terrace in a city with a really thin street. And traffic going on, and 2 chairs and sitting in a little terrace. No, I'm talking about Castelldefels. That's beach, that's open. No.
Right.
The buildings are 2 flats.
Yeah.
and you have a lot of space, no?
Yeah,
and here
exactly.
it's windy always.
Yeah,
windy.
that's exactly it. It's
So,
like, this is
what's the problem to be taking
put
a
them
coffee
outside.
from 10 till 1?
yeah.
It's
know.
ridiculous if you make me close at that
From-
time, no?
Yeah.
Because
I had a friend who, was it last weekend or the weekend before, went to Barceloneta or the Born, I don't remember. One of the barrios of Barcelona that is like so super, super small. He's like, it was just one big party outside. All the Pakistani shops were selling beers
Yeah.
to go. Somebody doing DJ on the balcony.
yeah.
And then everybody was just outside. So what you're actually doing with these lockdowns is pushing people outside, not allowing bars to actually make an income because people are going to party outside anyway, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And the police was walking around and trying to get people to wear mascarillas, ponte mascarillas, but in the end, it's like thousands of people, whatever, maybe not thousands, but hundreds of people on the streets. You can't control them all. You can't give everybody multas.
Look, this
So
summer.
you push them outside instead of having them controlled, because a bar like you will clean, will you know, make sure everybody's wearing masks. It's a controlled environment with ventilation. Instead, everybody's outside and it's not controlled.
It was
It's like-
the same this summer. We had to close our, I believe it was 11 in the night,
yeah,
more or less, or 12, I think,
yeah,
between 11 and 12. Just in front, there's a field.
yeah.
200, 300 kids
Yeah.
till 5 in the morning with the disco music, drinking, shouting. And what's, I have to close? Really?
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't see, well,
Yeah, no, they do, but it's like, what are you gonna do? Put all those kids in jail and we'll give them all multas? I mean, they're running and 2 seconds they're off. It's impossible. So it's like we're in a place, you know. Are you going to change any of this after? Do you think you're gonna do things differently? Are you looking to do things differently?
well, really, we don't know.
You're just taking it day by day.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna be after this or during this or when it's gonna finish this, and if we have to do another. By the moment, I think we are on the way, but
What was your strategy for survival? Like, how did you guys make it?
well, work the family
Yeah,
and employers
on the ERTES.
on ERTES, and that's the way.
Yeah. And have lots of friends coming and support.
Yeah.
That's also the key, obviously.
Yeah, thanks to my friends.
There's one more thing that I wanted to ask you. Somebody was telling me that because your sisters worked here too, no? Before?
Yeah.
As well, in the bar?
Yeah.
And they were saying, yeah, like 15 years ago, the Tiburonas. That nickname.
Shark girls.
The Shark Girls. Yeah. How did that come up?
I don't know, the guys. Because of the name of the bar, really.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. And that was a real thing, no?
Yeah, and I was.
Tiburonas. That's awesome.
Sounds so strange, but
Yeah. Well,
what's funny? What's
yeah.
funny?
Well, you still
Really
got it, girl. Well, anyway, yeah. No, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I think you're probably one of the places that is always going to be here. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
you've had your time. You've been tested. Like this has been a real test, you know. And so, yeah, whoever's going to take it after, make sure it's good, because this place is like iconic. Like, we spend so much time here. I really enjoy my time. We've lots of memories. So
Yeah, good.
awesome. Thank you.
I'm proud of that.
Great.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.